Hey everyone and welcome back to Plugin Alliance. My name is Alex and in this video we're going to take a deeper look at Triad. Triad is developed by Unfiltered Audio and it's a complementary product to the Biome family. With Triad, you can now use the Biome effects that you've learned to love across multiple bands that I'm going to show you in a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed the song. Check it out.
Welcome to a new morning, a change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. The light can't be far now, it's the end of the war now. Speak with me if you cry for freedom. Your soul's feeling down for no reason. Every second, every breath of air that you breathe in is all in your mind what you conceiving. I found peace.
So for starters, we'll use Triad on the percussion loop. And right here we have it set to 3-band. We're going to change that to 2-band. We're going to use the spectral snap to set the crossover point for us. And then we can isolate highs and lows. So here we have high and low channels. Across these rows we can apply any effects into these slots. We'll start off with saturation for this demonstration. A little bit goes a long way. Next up, we're going to apply some delay. And you can see that from the categories. You have delays, distortions, dynamics, filters, granular. Basically, all the effects that are available on Biome, but there have been some new modules added as well. So let's add tape delay. Bring the mix down. Change the spread. We can apply a filter on that. Increase the feedback and the wow flutter. This is before and after. Let's check that out in the track. So one more thing I want to do is I want to spread up the highs. I want to make it wider. So for that, we'll add the stereo image and increase the mid-side widener. We also want to lo-fi this. So for that, we're going to bring down the sample rate. Okay, cool. Let's check that out with the drums. This is before. So by using a combination of saturation, tape delay, and stereo image spreader, it makes it sound more rich, especially on the higher end of the frequencies. Next up, let's apply Triad on the lead vocals, which sounds like this.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning, a change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. The light can't be far now, it's the end of the war now.
So for this, we're not going to use the 3-band or the 2-band. We're going to use the parallel modules. So here we can choose parallel 1 and 2, where it's basically channel 1 and channel 2. These then become as faders, where you can adjust the balance back into the module. And basically what's happening under the hood is that it's taking the signal, splitting it, duplicating it, and then summing it back up. I know that sounds like a mouthful, but let me show you what it sounds like. So on row number 2, what we want to do is we want to create this robotic deep voice. So for that, let's go ahead and reset this. We're going to change this module to be the pitch shift under granular. Change the pitch down an octave, so minus 12 semitones. And let's listen to that.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning, a change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. The light.
All right, very good. So you guys get the idea. We'll balance all this out later. Next up, we'll follow that with a stereo image using the MS widener. And if you don't want to go through this menu system to toggle through effects, you can always use these arrows. You can also bypass each effect by using this button. Okay, so let's make this wider now.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song.
Okay, good. Next up, we'll add a filter. We'll go to filters and use the basic filter, which is fantastic. You can use low pass filter, high pass filter, or band pass filter. So for this, we'll use high pass filter and then cut off the lows.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song.
Okay, a couple more modules to go. We'll add a reverb. For this, we'll go to reverbs. There's 4 options here, and these sound fantastic. We'll go for the lo-fi reverb here.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. Till I can't.
And lastly, we'll finish up with saturation. This is going to be found under distortions, saturation. You have different modes: hard clip, soft clip, distortion if you want something more obvious and evident, or tape, which is my favorite because it just really rounds off those transients.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner.
Okay, very good. So just to kind of compare before and after, this is what it sounded like originally without any of the processing.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning.
And now with all the effects processing on channel 2.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning.
Great, so you might be wondering, well, why should I go through all this trouble by making my voice sound like this if it sounds too obvious or too evident? Well, that's where the parallel processor comes in, because you can take this channel 2 and turn it down. This is like having a fader on your mixer where you can adjust the balance.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. The light can't be far now. It's the end of the war now.
All right, very cool. Let's check that out with the track now.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. The light can't be far now. It's the end of the war now. Speak with me if you cry for freedom. Your soul's feeling down for no reason. Every second, every breath of air that you breathe in is all in your mind, what you conceiving. I found peace in my backyard trees.
Okay, cool. So now that we have the vocal effect on and the Triad module on the percussions, let's now apply it to the mix bus. On the mix bus, we're not going to go crazy. We're going to be very subtle with it. But what I would like to do is I would like to use a 3-band mode, which is here. And I would like to add a little bit of saturation on each of the bands, but then also widen the top end. So in order to figure out where these crossover points should be, I'm going to increase the dynamic. And this is going to analyze my music for me.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers.
Here are the highs.
If you cry for freedom, your soul's feeling down for no reason. The air that you breathe in is all in your mind, what you conceiving.
Okay, very good. So on the low end, we'll add a little bit of tape saturation followed by a basic filter. It's going to be set to high pass filter, and we're just going to roll off anything below, 25 or even 30 hertz. The mids, we're going to increase the saturation using the tape mode and also on the highs. But on the highs, we're going to use a widener as well to increase our stereo image. Now, because we're applying Triad across the entire mix bus, we're going to be very gentle with these settings because a little bit goes a long way. So I'll stop talking, apply some saturation, and compare the before and after. Check it out.
Yeah, welcome to a new morning. A change is dawning. This one's for you kids in the corner. Sing a song for my daughters, little zappers and baby Madonnas. The light can't be far now. It's the end of the war now. Speak with me if you cry for freedom. Your soul's feeling down for no reason. Every second, every breath of air that you breathe in is all in your mind, what you conceiving. I found peace in my backyard trees. Killer bees in them gang don't freeze. Let the breeze bring you down to your knees. It's all in your head, brother, please. Stop complicating, get more complex. Nothing is real if not seen in context. I'm here when I conquest, I won't rest. There's no greater test better than to fix my own mess.
So just to recap, with Triad, you can use the biome effects and split up into different modes and bands. You can use it across individual instruments, or you can use it across the mix bus. I encourage you to download a 14-day fully functional demo from the website. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and follow us on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.